Continuing from our introduction in Part 1, we move from the structural concerns of the I3 Institute to the private conduct of its leadership. For an organization that predicates its mission on uniting the Ummah, which requires the best adhab, refined character, towards others and the intellectual revival of the Ummah, the gap between public branding and internal reality is highlighted by the words of its founder, Mehmet Usta.
So, guys, I was just thinking here in the morning, subhanAllah, for the last maybe couple of hours now. Some of these kids that we're attracting from the universities. Going back to me, Allah bless what Bunda said in terms of the Islamosphere. The Islamosphere is a real thing. The Islamosphere is actually a real thing. The Islamosphere is a bunch of cowards, lowlives, very low-skilled, weak-minded, unachieving, limelight-loving, insincere and arrogant imams and shuyukh who couldn't succeed in life, so they went to the likes of madrasas. And maybe very few who do not fit that category, definitely. Let's say 20%, to be generous, who get affected by the majority and the walk of the majority. And these people only attract like them. There's something called the law of attraction. They attract basically scum like them of the Ummah. This is called the Islamosphere. And we have to be careful, because not only this is the red ocean, not only this is the red ocean of the, literally the let's say the 2.5% of the Ummah, or the 5%, let's say max, let's say the last two standard deviations, 13.5 and 2.5, so 16% max. That's just from one side of the curve. Those 16%, if we're going to compete on the 16%, it's those 16%, aside from it being the red ocean in the Ummah, because our mashayikh today are, as I described earlier, they will only attract the scum, the bottom of the barrel of the Ummah. These are the people who are not going to basically cause change. These actually are the people who are denying the Ummah change. So, aside from it basically being the red ocean, it's just the bottom of the barrel. It's the scum, as the Rasul ﷺ called it. This is not me. The rest of the Ummah is just dal, unpracticing, focused on basically, gaining the dunya. So yeah, definitely, basically, the majority, unfortunately, is into the dunya itself. But I think we need to focus on the other 16%, the other side, literally. Like, we need to go as far away from these people as possible. And subhanallah, yumkin means maybe. Yumkin means maybe in Arabic. What triggered this yesterday, and subhanallah, maybe Allah just gave me like a fath right now, wallahi. And actually, like, came as a second example. Something triggered this right now, that the great people are not going to follow these weak-minded idiots. I think it is basically what triggered it. Like a guy like is so weak-minded. Subhanallah, astaghfirullah azim, to call him like that. Just, guys, bear with me, please, and forgive me for giving a real example. May Allah forgive us. He thinks, like, literally his plan is like many. He thinks basically he's going to go and become a alim and teach the Ummah. And the more you teach, the more the Ummah is going to revive. What do you end up with? You end up with basically those 5% of the Ummah that have a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of information, that because it's so irrelevant, not just irrelevant, Well, it's not irrelevant. Islam is not irrelevant. It's information, so it's supposed to be relevant, but it's not connected to life. It's not made relevant and connected to the world that is so ineffective. They're just happy with it because it's lust. And they just keep teaching and learning and teaching and learning and teaching and learning to the same little bottom of the barrel people that do not take a step to make any move. Do not acquire the piety. See, we have a saying in Arabic called فَاقِدُ الشَّيْءِ لَا يُعْطِيهِ. The person who doesn't have something cannot give it. So these mashayikh, the vast majority of them really have zero taqwa. Wallahi al-azim. Yani, the experience right now, when we see these little mashayikh just like squeaking, literally, behind people's backs, don't even have the courage to basically say in people's faces. And all what they do is vandalize the work of others just because they don't want to lose a position. Look at really kind of also what also triggered some of this. Like he's so, like he just wants his position, as if basically he doesn't believe in rizq, doesn't believe in Allah, doesn't believe in the sifat of these people are so outrageously far away from what alim should be that you feel disgusted. Wallahi al-azim, my stomach turns when you see these. Just remember these figures and some of these names. Well, why are you so like your job? You're gonna lose a job. Is you gonna lose a job? Is you gonna lose it? How much do they pay you? Like is it $60,000 job? Like what is it? 50? Probably it's 50. I heard even Sheikh was like 50, 60 at ISNA, and he's really a great, talented person. So my conclusion, and may Allah forgive me basically for using certain people as names, and really the only thing is intended for wake up call. Is that we need to have a different, screw the MSA basically. And wallahi, maybe the best thing we've done is basically we left the masajid from a focus and we built the I3 Institute outside the masajid. This was a strategy. This was the strategy. That these guys basically, okay, well, we'll do something outside, and it's just maybe I didn't think about it this way from a market perspective, but we attracted some of the good people. And now we're attracting lots of bad people too, but I think we need to, from the beginning, and maybe May Allah bless him yesterday with some of the questions he asked, is a super talented person. He's starting his journey of deen, and it came in the class. Things make super sense, and he's an able person. Like we want to attract those who can change the world. We want to attract the leaders. We want to attract the engineers. We want to attract and most of these people are not really attracted by the current Islamosphere. So their religiousness was kept to themselves. Like think about Bandar, and he's like I wasn't attracted to the MSA, religious guy, and he started his journey with us. He's an accomplished person. Think about all of yourselves. Look at Farid. Look at. Some of us basically might, came from a background that made us want to be in the masjid and so forth, but we didn't find it didn't attract us. We were critical. So I think we need to just literally basically sit down and make a strategy, just like out of the red ocean, because it's exhausting. That's number one. Number two, let's focus on the real target market. We're right now, I don't think we even have a target market. We didn't define it. That's why basically it's just anybody and everybody. And who do you get when you're not targeting your real segment? You're getting basically the Islamosphere people, because these are the people who are basically within that circle. And when we just advertise like anybody else within the regular Islamosphere channels and of distribution channels and marketing channels, you're just getting bottom of the barrel. Subhanallah. Even basically in universities. Now, to be honest, I think. So what I'm trying to say, let's take an MSA as an example. The MSA is going to attract the good people, because it's like, especially in some of these campuses, like UFTs, like highly achieving people in general. So the MSAs are important. But again, the trend is set. The brain is washed. Yeah, it's washed with the scum, unfortunately. And that's why, I totally believe today we must start building student clubs today that are totally different from the MSA, totally different, like egregiously different. We don't care about this MSA. We don't want to be with the MSA. We don't want to continue this Islamosphere scum. And even in our targeting for marketing, when we speak on our channels, Yeah, the ummah is huge. We should speak to the 99%. Leave that 1%. Just basically, it's like the crab culture. A'udhu billah. It's a crab culture. It's the lowest of the lowest, to be honest. Wallahi, yani, it's once we've, I guess, I mean, I knew this from before. It's just lots of you nowadays have witnessed how these imams are so low. A'udhu billah. Yani, and these are leading the ummah. Why do you think the ummah is down on this news? Because it's led by the scum. I didn't say that. It's Rasulullah who said that. It's the scum of the earth, the trash on the streams. It's led by such people. And this is today, yani, I'm saying it out loud. Wallahi al-azim, I don't care if even this gets published. I don't, wallahi al-azim, wallahi. Yani, the ummah is on its knees, sneeze because of these people. Yani, it is, wallahi al-azim, subhanallah, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. So if we don't basically create a new, Islamic market for real Islam, we're not gonna win. We're not gonna win. The ummah's not gonna win, and I think it's going nowhere. It's like a cup. Trying to get a cup that's already full to refill it with something else is a process. You have to, first of all, you need to find a place where you can spill the liquid, because you can't spill it anywhere, especially if it's poisonous, right? Number 2, you have to clean it, so you need to find a place in the detergent to clean it. Number 3, you need to dry it, so you have to put it in a place where it can dry, and then you can basically add your milk. So subhanallah, and maybe you have to clean it 7 times because it's filled with filth. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Anyway, this is something that I'm reached a conviction of, and we have to rechange our strategy to focus on the influentials in society from their birth, from their young age, and just leave the competition. These people want their khutbahs, they want their masajid, they want their stupid students. Ya akhi, leave them. Subhanallah. Let's not even basically speak to these people. If we don't speak their lingo, if we don't dress like them, if we don't be like them in the same places, we're going to be invisible to them. So let's create a parallel Islamosphere that is really the right Islamosphere, basically. Let's call it Taqwa sphere and Hakimiyyah sphere. Sorry, I know this is very long, but I hope you listen to it to the end. Yalla, jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
The tone and language used in these private settings raise a fundamental question for any rational Muslim. Can a methodology truly enlighten and empower if its foundation is built on the disparagement of the very ummah it claims to serve?